Christmas in Israel is not something that you see or feel unless you go to the few places around the country where there are relatively large Christian communities, in Jerusalem, Nazareth, Jaffa and Haifa. I am Itai, I'm a tour guide here in Israel, and today I want to take you to experience the Christmas markets of the old city of Jerusalem. In the meantime, to also question, why is Jesus born in Bethlehem while Joseph and Mary lived in Nazareth? The Old Testament tells us, of course, about the Roman Census ordered by Augustus Caesar, for which the family had to go to the birthplace of Joseph in Bethlehem. And there is also a theological reason, as Micah writes 700 years earlier, that, "But you, O Bethlehem Ephrata, who are too little to be among the clans of Judah, for you shall come forth to me, one who is to be ruler in Israel, whose coming forth is from the old, from ancient days." But what can we actually say from a historic perspective? Do we have any evidence of Roman census taking place? The Roman Empire ruled the ancient world with order, power, and paperwork. One of its most important tools was the Roman census, a system used to register population for taxation and control. Those censuses were repeated regularly, often every 14 years in certain provinces. Ancient Roman writers describe the censuses as a normal part of imperial rule. Augustus himself records in his political autobiography that he conducted multiple censuses of Roman citizens during his reign, and Roman historians such as Tacitus and Josephus mention censuses connected to taxation and unrest, especially in Judea. In Roman Egypt, the dry climate preserved hundreds of papyrus documents, including official censuses declarations. These include names, ages and family members, occupations and also property. One famous example is a decree of Gaius Fabius Maximus, which orders residents to return to their home districts to be registered for a census. This is a live example that shows us that people were required to travel for their original homes for census registration, a description that matches the description found in the Gospel of Luke. The most famous census connected to the New Testament is the census of Quirinius. Quirinius conducted a census in Judea around 6 AD, and this census is independently confirmed by Josephus that tells us that it caused rebellion led by Judas the Galilean, showing how disruptive Roman censuses could be. When Miriam and Yosef, Mary and Joseph were required to travel from the Galilee to Bethlehem, it took them 5 to 7 days to complete the 75 miles or 120 kilometers walk through the Jordan Valley and then up on the Judean mountains. Not an easy journey on the 9th month of pregnancy, but also not as difficult as the journey that awaited them soon after, to go to Egypt after they were warned by the 3 kings about King Herod's rage. That journey was about 300 miles and took them about a month to complete. The birth of Jesus in a cave in Bethlehem was a momentary stop for the family that had to leave their home by the orders of the Romans and then was forced to escape to another country, a foreign land that they didn't know until they felt it safe enough to come back home. It's a story about uncertainty, about change. Life is not a plan as you wish program, and like Mary and Joseph, we also need to be alert and flexible enough to adjust ourselves to the changes that occur in our life day by day. I am Itai, I'm a tour guide here in Israel. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Jerusalem, and I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day and a meaningful year.